The time now, it's 8:30 in the morning time on this Wednesday morning, January 29th, 2014 on a Wednesday morning, and it's time for the weather magician, PJ Wiggins. The morning report, Wednesday morning, January 29th, 2014. Good morning to you all, this lovely Wednesday morning, our congratulations at 8:30 in the morning time in northern Massachusetts. Got a temperature of 50 degrees with light snow, fog, and mist with a humidity 84%, with a wind speed northwest about 3 miles per barometer, 3.10 inches, 2.11 degrees, and a visibility about 1 mile. Okay, let us take a look at our radar scope. It shows snow showers from southeastern Massachusetts and Plymouth County, Bristol County, down for southeastern and southern Rhode Island, and stretching to the Cape of the Islands, and stretching out through the eastern shores of Long Island there, and it's stretching up north down from the down eastern Maine coastline and down for, off the New Brunswick, and stretching out for Nova Scotia, and stretching down the eastern portions of Prince Edward Island. It's stretching down for the New Jersey, Delaware coastline is snow and sleet pelts off the Carolinas, and coastline and the sleet pelts down through southern Georgia and down for west central Florida, and sleeting off the coastal Louisiana here, and some snow showers in south central Texas from Corpus Christi stretching down to the Mexican border here, and a line of rain showers from the northeastern portion of Mexico down to southeastern portion of Texas, and stretching it down for the Gulf states, and stretching down for northern Florida, down for southeastern Georgia, and down for the coastal Carolinas there. Back to the snow showers in the eastern and western portions of Quebec, snow showers in the eastern portion of New York, and down for the western portions of New York State, down for central portions of Ontario, the back to the snow showers in the southern portions of Ontario, down the northern portions of Michigan, down to central UP and Michigan, down to southern portions of Ontario, line of snow showers in the southeast and the central portions of Manitoba, and the line of snow showers in sleet pelts in northern Utah, down for eastern Idaho, down for western portions of Montana, down for eastern portions of Washington, and central portions of Washington, down for rain showers in northeastern portions of Idaho, down for southern portions of Idaho, line of rain showers in the western portions of Washington, down for Oregon, and down for western Washington, down for western portions of British Columbia, with a few sleet pelts mixed in with it. There. Snow showers in southeastern portions of British Columbia, a lot of snow showers in east central portions of British Columbia, down through Alberta.
And another one moves into the Pacific Northwest, but the good news is...
Lost Cabin, Wyoming, good evening, good morning, 32 degrees with clear skies. Alright, let us take a look at the satellite loop, and it shows...
Well, it's not too bad, it's going to be cloudy, temperatures will be in the upper 30s.
Back to the clouds from eastern Mexico down for Texas, stretching it out southeast states, stretching out for the Atlantic Seaboard, down for the Atlantic Canada. Never batch of clouds from Michigan, stretching out for Ontario, down for central portion of Quebec, and batch of clouds from northern Minnesota, Dakota, down for up in the Manitoba, Saskatchewan, down to Alberta, down to British Columbia, and stretching out to Ontario. And then the batch of clouds from northern California, Nevada, down for Utah, stretching down for Colorado, down for the Pacific Northwest, and down for British Columbia, and stretching down for Colorado, down for eastern New Mexico, down for western portions of Texas. Here. Okay, let's take a look at our map situation at high pressure center in eastern Idaho, western Colorado, and southern portions of Texas, and western portions of Tennessee and Kentucky. And low pressure centered off the Oregon coastline. Low pressure centered off North Carolina, and a cold front from southwestern tip of New Mexico down through Mexico, stretching the Gulf of Mexico, down for central Florida, and the warm front stretching off the offshore to the Atlantic. State cold front down for Alberta, the southern Saskatchewan, pink front from Saskatchewan down to Manitoba, and the warm front from Saskatchewan down for eastern Montana down to Wyoming. And another cold front, the low pressure centered off the Oregon coastline here, and the warm front stretching down for the western Oregon coastline. Frontal boundary from southeastern California down for Arizona, down for western Mexico. Frontal boundary from northeastern tip of Minnesota down for Ontario. 16 degrees temperature here in Boston, and Boston is 3 degrees milder than Washington at 13 degrees, 4 degrees milder than Atlanta at 12 degrees, 71 out in Miami, 33 in Brownsville, 17 in Dallas, 8 in Kansas City, 2 above in Chicago, 3 below in Minneapolis, 22 in Albuquerque, 27 out in Denver, 35 in Salt Lake City, 38 out in Great Falls, Montana, 53 in Los Angeles, 59 in San Francisco, and 46 in Seattle. Okay, let us take a look at our
Riding in her magazine,
Forecast discussion here. Heavy snow for parts of the Cascade Sierras and over the Central Rockies. Precipitation will return to the west coast of the Great Basin. And temperature will be 50 to 300 degrees below average over parts of the southeast eastern Gulf Coast and the Tennessee Valleys. Energy over the eastern Pacific will break down. The upper level ridge over the west coast has been steered storms in Alaska and western Canada system. Moving on shore over the Pacific Northwest, moving southeastward the Great Basin on Tuesday evening. The storm will produce rain and higher elevation snow over the parts of the Pacific Northwest inland to the northern Rockies on Wednesday morning. The rain and higher elevation snow will move into the parts of the northern Central California on Wednesday and Thursday with snow and low elevation rain moving into the Great Basin, Central Rockies, and the Central High Plains and onshore flow over the parts of the Northwest with rain and continue coastal rain and higher elevation snow over the region through Thursday. Likewise, the flows in continuing snow over the parts of the northern Rockies spot Thursday too. Another front over the northern High Plains will move eastward into the upper Great Lakes and the southward into the southern High Plains by Thursday evening. The storm will do snow over parts of the upper Great Lakes and extend southwestward into the middle Missouri Valley by Wednesday night into Thursday. Meanwhile, a front moving off the southeastern and southern middle Atlantic coast will linger near 7 tip of Florida Thursday evening. The system will produce snow over parts of the Carolina coast and a small area of sleet, freezing rain over the southeastern Georgia on Wednesday morning and in the afternoon. Rain will develop over the Florida Peninsula at Thursday morning and showers and thunderstorms will develop over the southern tip of Florida by Thursday evening, dear. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast discussion for
how do you define it today compared to in the 1950s or 40s?
New England air. A storm passing well offshore with great southeastern New England with some light snow this morning. High pressure that brings drier weather. In fact, when Thursday, a weak cold front brings snow showers on Friday. Low pressure moving into the Great Lakes will draw mild temperatures into New England over the weekend, along with a chance for wintry mix, but dry but chilly weather returns in early next week, followed by a potential midweek storm. Dry air will push in the eastern region per hours of Albany, side of the road in the western region of stratiform snow, which will distinct band that has developed associated with an H67 front with genesis beneath the RQ in the upper jet level jet axis, strong able to lift out the snow growth region. Snowfall rates up to 1 inch per hour possible with a span with visibilities down to a mile or less. Anticipate slippery travel conditions on the treated surfaces. Not much change in the forecast. Snow totals with 2 to 4 inches as far as the south coast and southeast Massachusetts were at 3 or 5 inches on the Cape of the Islands. Advisory considers that the Massachusetts south coast may fall from Fall River to Nantucket and Parmesan coastal river island around noon, but may come close, but forecast months were just shy of criteria. Precipitation moves up with the upper somewhat mid-morning to the western mid to Cape of the Islands. Afternoon and high pressure builds in which dry air and sunshine mix well, bring wind gusts of 15-20 knots over land, and upper temperatures around 19 to 20 degrees below Celsius, which should support maximum temperature in the upper teens and the 20s there. Alright, let's take a look at our 7 hazardous weather outlook here.
This is Bob's new Honda.
Day 1 light snow will impact the board, commit make a hazardous travel condition for untreated surfaces. In addition, snow will result in visibilities at times at a mile or less. Here, days 2 for 7 Thursday and Tuesday, no hazard weather respected at a time. Here, okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Goes like this for today. Most of the skies but a gradually becoming 6 skies higher, 25 degrees northwest with about 6 to 8 miles per hour, coming west in the afternoon. Tonight, clear skies, lower at 10 degrees, west with about 7 miles per hour. Thursday, 6 skies higher, 29 degrees, southwest with about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Thursday night, increase skies with a lower at 20 degrees, south with about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Friday, a slight chance of snow showers between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Most of the skies will higher, 37 degrees, southwest with about 7 to 11 miles per hour, gust size 23 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday night, most of the skies got lower at 24 degrees. Saturday, most of the skies got lower. Saturday, most of the skies got higher, 40 degrees. Sunday night, a chance of rain, most of the skies got lower, 34 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Sunday, most of the skies got higher, 40 degrees. Sunday night, podcast got lower, 22 degrees. Monday, most of the skies higher, 34 degrees. Monday night, podcast got lower, 20 degrees. But Tuesday, podcast skies higher, 35 degrees. Peter's weather phrase of the day. A cloudy and a sunny day on top. This is PJ with a good day with a good positive attitude here.